So on paper, the Chicago Sky are out of their minds to let Chennedy Carter walk. But that's exactly what's happening, because they could have extended a qualifying offer for her, given, her free agent status. Instead, they declined to, which makes her an unrestricted free agent, which is them telling you.
After a 13-27 season, the Chicago Sky have decided to fire Reese Witherspoon. In the words of Vince McMahon, you're fired!
Chennedy Carter openly went after Angel, placing the blame on her for getting removed from the Chicago Sky. To be honest, this outcome shouldn't come as a shock to Chennedy at all. Bringing others down appears to be something Angel does regularly. She has developed a pattern of putting people beneath her just to boost her own image. Carter clearly stated that Angel receiving ongoing preferential treatment from the coach played a major role in the imbalance and unfair treatment within the team.
Lack of scoring and shot creation and what she did last year and her talent. For them to just not want her back and to let her walk is a big...
While Angel continued to receive all the spotlight and special privileges, the rest of the players were pushed aside, likely questioning why they even showed up in the first place. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is with the Indiana Fever, focusing on what true leaders do best, creating a successful team without bringing any drama into the picture. The contrast between the two is striking. Clark's team keeps improving day by day, while Reese remains occupied with creating turmoil everywhere she ends up.
Our future in the W is not looking good, bro. I think it might just be over for her. Now, with all that being said, I know everybody want to know exactly what transpired online last night, and that's what we finna get into right now. Let's pull up this series of tweets, because the comment section of these tweets is
The confrontation between Chennedy Carter and Angel Reese has taken center stage, as the Chicago Sky have officially cut ties with Chennedy Carter, who was their top scorer during the 2024 season. This move has triggered heated debate throughout the league. Among fans, Carter, who put up an impressive average of 17.5 points per game last season, was widely viewed as a crucial offensive weapon for the team. Her dismissal is unexpected, particularly for a Sky squad that has been struggling to find stability following multiple setbacks. This decision points to more serious, underlying problems within the organization.
Reputation thing around the league. That's not out of nowhere. That's not nothing. And I think it says a lot that the Sky are the latest team to be willing to part with Chennedy Carter, especially considered how talented she is, because she's got skills. There's no question.
Carter being let go represents far more than a simple roster adjustment. It points to internal instability within the Chicago Sky organization. Her impact on the court went well beyond her scoring numbers, as Carter showed strong efficiency in key areas, including converting over 60% of her layup attempts. Still, the choice to part ways with her was not solely based on basketball reasons. General manager Jeff Paglia pointed to team fit as a major factor in the decision, a phrase that often suggests deeper issues behind the scenes. Although Paglia's comments were carefully worded, they left plenty of room for speculation regarding locker room chemistry and whether personal tensions had finally reached a tipping point.
Statement basically saying, the fits are going to be different and all that. But all the reporting and the common sense tells you that there were issues behind the scenes with Chennedy Carter. And this is not the first time. That has been the story of her WNBA career. And if someone else is going to give her a chance, it may be her last chance in the WNBA. But so it's almost shocking that it would happen from just a basketball personnel standpoint. But it's not surprising to see Chennedy Carter.
Adding more intensity to the situation, Carter's activity on social media has attracted considerable attention. Many have read her cryptic posts as subtle digs at Angel Reese and other key figures within the Chicago Sky. These posts have sparked discussions among fans and analysts alike, with some raising concerns about the professionalism of exposing internal team matters in a public forum.
Instagram account right here, guys. And I'm here to tell you, bruh, she's been going on a little rant all night long. Now, this is the tweet right here that kind of sparked everything. She stated, I think the ability to consistently make layups just put anyone in a different tier. so important to score easy. Now, a lot of people is insinuating that this tweet.
Social media is a double-edged sword in professional sports, giving players a direct connection with fans while also revealing internal conflicts. For Carter, the backlash from her posts could have significant repercussions, potentially affecting both her reputation and future prospects within the league.
Incredible season for us last year, says the GM. She's extremely talented and is a player that can impact the game at the highest level in our league. We absolutely appreciate all she did for our team last year. However, we've made changes to our staff and we'll make changes to our roster. Those changes impact Kennedy's fit on the team, so we wanted to give her the best.
The Chicago Sky's choice to release Carter comes amid one of the toughest stretches in the franchise's history since their 2021 championship triumph. Since then, the team has struggled to stay competitive. The 2024 season was especially disheartening, with the Sky ending at 13-27, a steep decline from their earlier achievements. This marked their second straight season of regression, finishing 5 games worse than the previous year. These results have left fans questioning both the direction of the franchise and the decisions being made by management.
Angel Reese, did she just run a coach out of town, and is she running a player out of town? Their best shooter out of town? Because Chennedy Carter looks like she's ready to book it out of...
The Sky's struggles extend beyond their on-court performance. Over the past few years, the team has faced a significant loss of talent. Key players such as Candace Parker, Courtney Vanderloot, and Ollie Wigley have all moved on, creating gaps that have been difficult to fill. The mid-season departure of head coach James Wade to join the NBA added another layer of difficulty. This outflow of both talent and leadership has left the Sky in a vulnerable position, seeking stability during a particularly turbulent period.
The Sky franchise has been an absolute dumpster fire since winning the WNBA championship in 2021. Let's go through some of the names that have left. James Wade, who was the coach and GM, left in the middle of the season last year to go to the NBA. Candace Parker, Emma Messman, Courtney Vandersloot, Allie Quigley, Clea Copper was traded, Azura Stevens. And then this year, after drafting Cardozo and Reese, they were competing for a playoff spot and traded Marina Mabrey, their veteran.
One of the most talked about factors in the Sky's recent difficulties is Angel Reese's role as a highly touted player. She was expected to serve as a cornerstone for the team's future. However, her performance has been inconsistent, particularly in areas such as layup efficiency. During the 2024 season, her layup success rate was just 42%, with only 136 successful attempts out of 321. These statistics stand in sharp contrast to Carter's efficiency, underscoring a possible disparity in priorities and work ethic.
Help but wonder, is that what happened here? Is Angel Reese and the way she wants to play, and I don't know if you've ever noticed her social media post, but she's very me, always. Me. Well, you may have a player that has decided.
Reese's struggles on the court have attracted significant criticism, especially considering her key role in the team's strategy and her influence in the locker room. Allegations of favoritism under former head coach Teresa Weatherspoon have only intensified the scrutiny. Weatherspoon, a WNBA legend-turned-coach, was expected to provide stability and success for the team. Instead, her tenure became associated with claims that she favored certain players, including Reese, which came at the expense of overall team cohesion.
Sources, Weatherspoon had lost the locker room because of a culture that catered to the needs of a few players.
This approach reportedly caused tension among the players, with some feeling overlooked or undervalued. Camila Cardoso, a promising rookie selected in 2024, was one such player who had difficulty finding her footing in this environment. Despite her obvious potential, Cardoso's growth was hampered by a system that focused more on individual stars than on developing young talent.
Development of Camila Cardoso is an underrated aspect of everything because she didn't really shine last year because Angel got so much love, and that's not a diss. It's just, Cardoso was drafted higher and wasn't there at the beginning of the season, and they're not a perfect mix. So how they balance that, how the new coach balances that is going to be interesting.
Anonymous sources have described the Sky's locker room as toxic, with a culture that valued individual accolades over team success. This environment likely contributed significantly to the team's struggles and the uncertainty surrounding the Chicago Sky's future. The controversial release of Carter may represent management's attempt to reset the team's culture and chart a new path forward. However, rebuilding will be a difficult process given the challenges the franchise currently faces.